Hey everyone, welcome to today's crazy story where our guy Hothead got roasted by Big Mountain. Hothead was too busy talking that he surrendered to Big Mountain, then bolted to the bathroom. He stared into the mirror thinking, my nose looks like it wrestled with Big Mountain's head. At that moment, he thought of a super short happy image, but it was way shorter than Big Mountain and Clever Guy's memories, who knew someone had handled his nose. Meanwhile, Big Mountain and Clever Guy figured out the source of their amnesia. This mysterious gas can had some serious business. Only Big Mountain knew they were in the gangsters' hideout, while the rest felt like lost puppies. Just then, a janitor strutted in like he was on a treasure hunt, blocking the locker with attitude. Although he didn't open the locker, he totally became the unwanted VIP in this circus. The chef, seeing the scene, barked to get him. When they opened the locker, they realized they had been outsmarted. Turns out the locker bottom was as broken as Swiss cheese, and the goods had already dropped into the basement. That janitor wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, standing there like a dummy after someone slipped him a few bucks. When the officers got down, they found the bag empty. It was like they stumbled upon a black hole in the house. Meanwhile, the situation at the station was tense as Big Mountain's phone call got out. Turns out the wise guy had super ears and heard the phone ringing earlier. He heard Big Mountain answering, but the content was as cryptic as a spy novel. Everyone looked like a pot of boiling soup, exchanging glances trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Big Mountain spilled the beans like a news anchor, but who knew if this was really a kidnapping? Hothead was like, let's just call the cops. But Clever Guy acted like a surrealist artist and just cut the phone line. He noticed a deceased person nearby, experiencing the sensation as if he were witnessing a terrifying scene in a horror movie. Big Mountain saw the badge and a name popped up, Freedom Plaza Westside. Here in Freedom Plaza, Hothead zoomed with his buddies to the bathroom where there was a newspaper. It reported a rich guy named Kells and his finance manager mysteriously vanished at Freedom Plaza. The paper was dated Tuesday, which meant they'd been cooped up in the warehouse for 2 whole days. Awkward moment. If they called the cops, they were basically walking into a trap, yikes. If they didn't call, they'd wait for the criminals to come back, and if they ended up as hostages, ouch. So, the smartest move was to escape before the bad guys came back. The clock was ticking. The gangsters could pop back in any minute. Who knew who'd actually be the hostage? Just then, the handcuffed guy had a light bulb moment. He might actually be a criminal. He winked at the nearby Mediterranean guy like, check it out. Whoa, there was a gun hidden in the dirt. It turned out to be the one from earlier. But in the process of picking up the gun, he made a massive racket. It's hard to sneak around. Big Mountain leaned against the wall, blocking the Mediterranean guy, his massive body like a boulder, snagging the gun. Whoever secures the gun will gain an additional edge in this chaotic circus. Suddenly, a phone rang, and they realized there was a phone right here. To avoid alarming the snakes, Clever Guy suggested Big Mountain should take the call. The gangster told Big Mountain that they had the ransom time to come back. Clearly, time was running out, and they needed a plan to escape fast. But the only tool they found was a saw, not exactly helpful for breaking through a window. Hothead's head was spinning with a memory he hadn't expected. It was like cramming for a surprise quiz. Based on the flashback, he could very well be one of the hostages. Talk about nerve-wracking. But he needed a buddy, so he sneaked up to Clever Guy and whispered, I remember now. In the finance manager, you're Kels, and the guy with the gun is the one who's got us. He even blurted out, don't forget our kids played baseball together all the time. That sure made Clever Guy stop believing, feeling like something was up. He called Big Mountain over to a corner on some pretext, and Hothead took the chance to strike. Got to get that gun. Unfortunately, Big Mountain was too tough. Hothead stood no chance this time. Once again, control of the gun slipped back to Big Mountain, and Hothead realized they were in hot water. Whoa, you remember. Spill the beans on what's going on. Just as Big Mountain was about to fire, Hothead panicked. Dude, don't shoot. I just want out. Big Mountain finally calmed down. You should have said so. I'm not the bad guy. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep up with the wild ride.